Hey everyone, my name is Tiffany, and for my demonstration video this week I am going to be doing a paper corner bookmark. So this is the one that I've already made. We have a new husky puppy in our house, so I made it gray to kind of look like my husky. But tonight I'm going to be making an orange one. I have a friend who's really into foxes, so I'm going to be using orange origami paper. But again, like copy paper should be fine. Pair of scissors, a black marker, and some scrap paper. And with the origami paper, 6 by 6 inches, I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up on the table, and then we're going to do a walkthrough video on how to fold your own fox or wolf bookmark. Okay everyone, so I've got all my supplies set up here, and I'm going to start with my paper just in a square. So I'm going to actually flip it over so the colored side is on my work surface. And the way that I have mine set up is I am standing on this side, so everything I'm going to be doing will be shown this way. So if you're standing behind what you're doing, you'll be able to follow. So I'm going to turn it here. I'm going to take this end and line it up and fold it in half to make a triangle. And you want to make sure that you give yourself some pretty good creases, because that'll help you in the long run. Okay, so from here I'm going to take this corner on my right and I'm going to fold it up to meet the top point of this triangle. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing on the left side. So we're making kind of like a diamond kite shape. Okay, and then we're actually going to open that back up. So we're back to our triangle. And this piece right here in the middle, we're actually going to pull it apart and fold the top down to where this point meets the point of your creases. And we're just going to put a crease right there. Okay. So for the next thing we're going to do, we're actually going to fold this back up, just like this, and we're going to actually make the ears. And this is probably the hardest part, but you're going to fold this back, but not all the way, and you're just going to leave yourself a little tip. You can play with it, put it closer this way, farther out. It's really up to you how you want those ears to look at the end. So I'm going to put mine right here and make a good crease. And I'm going to fold this side back up and do the same thing. So for this one, I want this point right here where I make this crease to be even with this side. And that'll help make your ears a little bit more even. Okay, and from here you're going to actually, you'll have like a little pocket right here between these two white pieces. You're going to take this part of the ear and you're actually going to fold it inside that pocket. So actually, I made a mistake here when I was folding. I folded too far down because I didn't notice that my little white piece was here. So I'm actually going to refold this to not go down past this white piece. So I at least want it to be that high or higher. So my ears are actually going to go way up here for this one. Okay, so again, we're going to have that little pocket right here. And so what I do is I hold this side together so it's not moving around while I try to do this, and I flip over here and crease it pretty well. And then you're going to do the same thing to the other side. You're going to take it and just fold it right inside there. So my fox here has some really big ears, and what I can do though is take it and just kind of adjust it in the folds inside. So here I just pushed that fold down a little bit and I made his ears a little bit smaller because he's a tiny fox. He doesn't need such big ears. Or such little ears. So right about there. I'm happy with those ears. So that's his, ears. This is the basic shape for this bookmark. Okay, so for these little white spots on his face, we're going to use our scrap paper and we're going to fold it in half. Kind of like, well, really just as long as it's got two halves. You want to cut on the side that is not connected. Otherwise, you're going to just have to cut it across down the middle, and that's just an extra step for you. So you're going to cut kind of like the top of a semicircle. You can use something to give you the shape that you want, or you can kind of freehand it. And then just kind of line it up and see if that fits what you want. So this is a little bit smaller than what I want. So I'm going to cut again just to see if I can make it a little bit bigger for what I need. So I'm happy with that size right there. So that's the ones I'm going to use. So my supply portion, I forgot to tell you, you're going to need a glue stick or some glue of some sort. Liquid glue doesn't work really well because it makes the paper kind of wrinkly. Glue sticks work really well, but if you're like me, my children take all the glue sticks and they take them to school. So this is just like a glue tape runner that I keep in my house. We're just going to line this up on the side of his face to just give him some white spots on his face. And again, I would recommend using a glue stick, but I don't have any in my house. They all went to the school. Okay, so this is all of the paper part, and now we just need to take our marker and we're going to give him a face. So I'm going to use my scrap paper again, this way I don't color on my table. And I'm going to give him a nose. Just a black pointy nose. And I'm going to give him some eyes because we kind of want him to be able to see. So just 2 eyes and a nose. And I like the contrast that edging the ears and the black marker gives it. So I'm just going to stick my scrap paper inside here and just color along the edges of his ears to help them kind of stand out a little bit better. So like I said, this is for my friend who graduated. She's really into foxes and she has a lot more free time to read recently. But my son, he loves Pokemon, and so we've actually done this, and we've done a yellow one with black and some red cheeks, and we've made a Pikachu bookmark. And so you could tie this into really anything. You could tie it into a theme on animals, on Pokemon, on origami crafts. So here is our little fox. I smudged his eyeball, but this is our fox, and you would just slide him over the bottom corner of a page. And one of the really great things about these that I really like so much is once they're slid over the page, when you go to shut your book, he doesn't stick out a whole lot. So he sticks out enough for you to tell where your marker is, but not a whole bunch to where he's really far out your book and you're going to bend it when you put your book in your bag. So that is how you make a little fox paper bookmark to mark your spot in your book.